Hey, now it's Anthony with A&A Professional Services, and before we start this video, go ahead and join the New Wave Facebook group. The link will be in the description and in the comment section. I don't want every customer. In the beginning, I wanted every customer. The more customers I serve, the more successful my business will be. That was my mindset. When a potential customer contacted me, I wanted them to say yes. So I lowered my prices and negotiate just to seal the deal. I later discovered that wanting every customer was the wrong way of thinking. My business was somewhat successful, but I was always working and always tired. My equipment would break down and I could barely pay to repair it sometimes. I can also remember feeling like I was being taken advantage of. I was afraid of hearing the word no. I needed money, so I'd take on jobs I knew I should have not taken. I didn't have the guts to tell them no. At that time, I did everything to hear the word yes. I searched for that validation. See, some customers will take advantage of your ignorance. They will also take advantage of you if you're desperate. But as soon as I caught on, I started adjusting, and those type of customers went away. But at one point, I thought I needed that customer until I didn't. Recently, I had some guy calling inquiring about a detail. My schedule was full, and he wanted to know if he can book for the following day. My schedule that day was crazy, but I was doing him a favor, and he knew it. Prior to calling me, he tried to book online and saw that I wasn't available. I instructed him to go online, pick the next available day, and I'll manually change it to the day that he wants. But there was a problem. He discovered that he would have to pay a 20% deposit. He reached back out and told me that he wasn't good on paying a deposit. He rudely asked, was I still available or not? I told him not. See, here's the thing. I won't let any customer dictate my terms. That's not a customer that I want. If I let him get away with that, what else would he try to get away with in the future? We have to have some middle ground. It can't be one-sided. If you allow a customer to control you, they will. It felt good standing my ground though. I could always use the money, but it's the principle. A good customer will make you not want a bad one. I'll pick one good customer over 10 bad ones. You will really appreciate a good customer once you deal with the bad one. See, in the detailing industry, customers can make or break your business. So choose wisely. Your customers can choose you and you can choose them as well. So please choose wisely. Some customers can make it seem like you work for them. Who starts a business to work for someone else? I know I didn't. I started my business for more control, flexibility, and freedom. It's nothing like having your own. You think you want every customer until you get that customer from hell. They nitpick everything and complain about everything. Those type of customers will make your life a living hell. Every time you deal with them, there's going to be a problem. They're going to always have an issue with the price. They're always going to try to talk you down, but you think you want every customer. In the beginning, you take any and everybody. You don't have an abundance of customers, and you take what you can get. Once the customers start rolling in and you get more cards under your belt, you'll soon realize that you don't want every customer. I mean, you would turn down $300, $400 jobs with no problem because you know it's not worth it. So let me give you an example. A couple of years ago, I received a text message from a customer inquiring about my services. He stated that he wanted a deep clean on a company vehicle and also asked if I take the seats out the vehicle. I told him that I don't remove the seats while detailing the vehicle. I began giving him a rundown on my prices and availability. I also asked for pictures of the vehicle so I could give him a more accurate price. The inquiring customer didn't send pictures and also told me that the company wouldn't pay my prices. Then the customer basically dismissed everything I asked of him and told me to just show up for the detail. I had no information on the condition of the vehicle, plus we never agreed on the price. So I politely declined. He instantly became upset. Now, why would I want to deal with somebody like that? Some customers just have to win and want you to lose every time. Over the years, I've been able to get great customers. I'm happy to have experience dealing with the bad customers. It has allowed me to appreciate the good ones. Now that I think about it, I don't have any bad customers at the present moment. When you experience a good customer, it shows you how things should be. They pay on time. They value your time, and they tell potential customers about your services. Everybody wins in this situation. We both get what we want and need. All money ain't good money. Every dollar ain't a good dollar. You're gonna meet people who never had a detail before. Always keep a nasty, dirty vehicle. Best believe that type of customer is expecting perfection. They definitely will have unrealistic expectations. They will have the grossest vehicles, and because they finally decided to get a detail in 5 years, they suddenly have OCD. These type of customers will sneak up on you. They rarely spend hundreds of dollars on a detail, and if they are spending that much money, they want that car to be brand new. Some damage is irreversible. They spent their money, so they're expecting perfection. These type of customers aren't really bad if you think about it, but more or less ill-informed. Flaky customers are the worst. They book appointments, and at the last minute, they'll text you to reschedule, but never really reschedule. I even shown up to appointments only to see the customer clean the vehicle. This is a total disregard for your money and your time. And man, I felt so disrespected when I saw that happen. You could have scheduled a better customer at that time. So now I request a deposit to book online. So this way the customer has some skin in the game. They have made an investment and want to see it through. So now I rarely get flaked on. Everything I'm telling you comes from my experience. Make sure you go out there and have your own experience. Don't just take my word for it. Although we have similar experiences, you will have your own experiences to bring to the table. You will have your own solutions to deal with customers. Your services aren't for everyone, but you do want to find people that your services are perfect for. There is no way around it. If you stay in business long enough, you will cross paths with a bad customer. If you can just remember, you have complete control over the situation. Remain calm and professional. If you don't want to deal with the customer, you don't have to. You don't go back and forth or argue. You can respectfully decline, and don't feel bad about it. Protect your energy. You don't want to regret servicing a bad customer. At the end of the day, it's not worth the time or money. I had a situation that I'm not proud of, but I'll tell you guys anyway. Some of you know that I also provide lawn care services. While mowing a customer's yard, their neighbor approached me inquiring about my prices. I gave her my price. She tried to negotiate, but I stood firm on my price. She agreed, so I scheduled her for the following day. I arrived as scheduled and promptly began working. She arrived shortly after me. During the appointment, she comes outside and asks me, will I finish before dark? I assured her that I will. She then says, you keep stopping, and she wasn't satisfied on how the work was looking thus far. I was there to clear leaves and wasn't finished. I also stopped several times to walk to my vehicle to get certain items to complete the job. She didn't like that I kept stopping. She began talking to me in a rude tone. At that moment, I knew that it was time to cut ties with the customer. I then told her that I was leaving and she didn't have to pay. She started berating me and definitely triggered me. I'll have to admit, I lost it. Instead of leaving, I cursed her out and called her every name you can call a woman of her caliber in the book. I'm pretty sure that there were some bystanders there witnessing the whole thing. Once I left, I felt so bad because I knew I made a big mistake. I was definitely embarrassed. I called my mother and told her about it. The customer deserved it, but not at my expense. I started my business in 2012, and that situation happened in 2023. It was the first time I ever did anything like that, and I haven't done it since. I promised myself that I would never do that again. My ego has no place in business. Ego is like the devil. It can destroy everything you've built. Don't be tricked out of your position. Till next time, shouts out to the new wave. Peace.